If you don't like boring news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.
Welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. As always, I'm your podcast host, Robert. Tonight, I don't have crew with me. He's got some important stuff to get done. But tonight, I'm going to be going over the most recent news developments in the world and just some fun, crazy little topics. I thought it'd be kind of cool to go over some stuff right now. Got some mine personally, and I did a cast earlier today where I did an interview. I thought it went well. But anyways, to start off tonight, we're going to go into the most recent United States news. So let's get to going. Political commentary. California news appeared on Real Time with Bill Mayer, critiquing his own Democratic Party for being condescending and trapped in an echo chamber. This reflects ongoing internal party tensions as of March 30th. Archaeological discovery. The Austrian Academy of Science reported on Thursday that remains of 5 mammoths were uncovered, offering new insights into prehistoric life. The story gained attention for its scientific significance, because when you find woolly mammoths, that's some pretty big news. An economic sentiment. The Conference Board's latest survey showed consumer confidence at its lowest since January 2021, with rising unemployment rates, with college graduates out to other signaling economic concerns as of March 30th. I started watching an older video that y'all did. Wasn't sure if you would be on or not. Yeah, no, I'm kicking it tonight. I wanted to still do something. I had that interview planned for a while, Julie, but I started to come on and do something tonight. The Trump administration updates. President Trump signed an executive order targeting the law firm Wilmer Hale, part of his broader campaign against political adversaries. Reported on Thursday, a CBS News poll found that 64% of Americans believe Trump hasn't focused enough on lowering prices. Yeah, I mean, prices just seem to keep going up. It doesn't matter what it is; it just seems to keep going up. I feel like eggs dropped for a little, and eggs are going back up. I don't really know, though. I can't really say for sure. I feel like prices are going to fluctuate no matter what. And we keep hearing about possibly going into a recession, or possibly going into depression of some kind. It'll be interesting for sure, depending on all these tariffs that Donald Trump wants to put in to play, and how much money that we are in debt, and basically that's a crapshoot. That's for sure. In international news, the Middle East conflict. In southern Gaza, at least 14 bodies, including 8 medics, were recovered after Israel forces fired on ambulances a week ago. Reported as of March 30th, the World Food Program also warned it only has 5 days of flour left in Gaza, with other food supplies dwindling, noted on March 27th. And then we have a big thing, the Myanmar earthquake. A deadly quake struck Myanmar, damaging over 3,000 buildings, including 150 mosques and pagodas, with the latest court reported Saturday morning. This has sparked speculation about its political implications in a rumor-driven nation. So I heard it was a 7.7 earthquake, which is pretty crazy. Julie, who's one of my loyal listeners over here, actually told me about the earthquake before I ever heard about it from anywhere else. I've done a little bit of research into this. The earthquake has damaged quite a bit, and it was very strong. They were worried about it having aftershocks and sending a tsunami wave. But basically, we I've got some videos tonight to show you guys. Come on with the videos on, but of the earthquake. So that'll be interesting to see. I hate when people have to go through things like that because people probably died. And you also know that earthquakes destroy places and people lose homes and lose animals and lose objects that mean things to them. So it's pretty sad. Syria's new government. Interim President Ahmed al-Shara formed a transitional government, a significant development reported as of March 30th, amid an ongoing regional instability. And entertainment culture, the royal resignation, Prince Harry and Prince Sisu Lesotho unexpectedly resigned as presidents of Cintabale, their charity honoring Princess Diana this week, noted on March 30th. So they resigned from a charity that was for Princess Diana. Interesting. Literary release. Maria Shriver's book, I Am Maria, an exploration of her personal journey, was highlighted by PBS News, reflecting cultural interests as of March 30th. In music, we have South Korean band Day 6 announced a 6-day concert finale for their world tour in May 2025, stirring excitement and concern among fans about ticket availability and the band's health, trending on X as of March. And then an anime milestone, Solo Leveling Season 2 ended on March 28th, earning praise of Best Anime Series, though fans face wait until at least 2027 for Season 3. Other notable events are the India train derailment on March 30th in Bengaluru, Kamaka. AC Superfast Express derailed in Odisha, India, with 11 coaches affected. One passenger died, several were injured, and the rescue efforts are ongoing, as of reported on X. Ghana health news. Ghana's Vice President Nanin Jen Opoku Ajimang sought medical treatment abroad after failing ill on March 28th, sparking debate about the country's healthcare system, noted on March 30th. And in science, Venus passed Earth and the Sun this week. Yeah, and fear ejection, a celestial event highlighted by CBS News. I don't really give a crap about CBS News. So yeah, we've got quite a bit going on here. So as of today, March 30th, 2025, I'll provide a breakdown of the most viral stories of the past month. Okay, guys, the first one being the White House signal leak, Yemen war plans. Summary. A major blunder rocked the U.S. when the White House accidentally sent classified Yemen war plans to a journalist via Signal. A supposedly secure message involving Defense Secretary Hegseth and Atlantic Goldberg's. This incident sparked outrage and irony online due to the piracy app's failure. Why? Elon Musk meta prison yard video. Elon posted a video tied to a metaverse prison yard concept, possibly a satirical or visionary take on a virtual reality or incarceration. By March 2020, reportedly hit 4.6 million views on X, facing others like SpaceX's Falcon 9 landing clips. That's pretty crazy. So Elon doing a video on Meta in a fake prison yard went stupid viral. Okay, then. Whatever. Denise Welch's hot air balloon saga. A fictional tale of a British celebrity, Denise, vanishing in a hot air balloon off on spawning memes and a faux claim of a Netflix movie deal. It's a playful, absurd narrative that captured imaginations. The humor and creativity of this made-up story turned into a light-hearted escape from heavy hoots. Users learned its absurdity, boosting it with a fan-made content and witty speculation. So somebody literally just made up a video of this Denise Welch hot air balloon saga thing and a fictional tale about a British celebrity going missing in a hot air balloon. That's pretty funny that people bought that. And then we have Swalwell's alleged Chinese spy scandal resurfaces. A United States Representative Eric Swalwell faced renewed scrutiny over his past alleged affair with a Chinese spy, Fang Fang, triggered by his comments on another politician's resignation. It reignited debates on national security and hypocrisy. The mix of political drama and irony called accountability made it a lightning rod. X users amplified it with memes and criticism, tapping in a broader distrust of political figures. So basically, this Falwell apparently had an affair with a Chinese spy, and he was on somebody's X account calling them out and making fun of them for their resignation for some government job or something. But already, this man was with a Chinese spy at one point in his life. Like, come on, guys. How are we telling people how to run their lives or what to do, especially regarding national security, when you can't even say anything because you literally were in love with a Chinese spy. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, you can't talk shit, buddy, at that point in the government. You were with a Chinese spy. Then you have Ban Chan's charger mishap. Stray Kids Ban Chan left his laptop charger in Chile, sparking a fan frenzy. The K-pop star's predicament led to humorous reactions and concern about his work on the new album. Okay, I could really care less about this one. I don't really listen to K-pop. I think some bands are kind of cool, but I'm not a big fan of like the K-pop scene of music. I don't listen to any of that. So I'm more of a heavy metal and rap music kind of guy. So I couldn't tell you much about the Korean pop groups. Solomon Kane's Sikandar release and piracy drama. Hollywood star Solomon Kane's Zendikar dropped, earning mixed reviews, praised by loyalists as a blockbuster, slammed by others as a movie with a weak script. Its online leak before release added producers fighting piracy. Khan's star power clashed with polarized opinions, driving debate. The piracy angle and career critique kept it trending, especially among the Indian audiences. It was a hot topic in entertainment, with fans defending Khan and critics urging better storytelling. So basically, it was a crap movie that accidentally got leaked and it made no money. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Poor guy. You have X/Twitter users for AI for self-reflection. People ask AI to analyze their X posts and compare them to public figures, historical icons, and fictional characters. Think footballers, Marvel villains, and K-drama stars. This interactive trend curiosity and ego, and users sharing quirky results. It's a fun personal twist on AI's growing role in social media. Cool. So you can plug into like your AI on Twitter or X. I mean, if you use X, you can use their Twitter Grok, and you can put into their so they like explain me like a Marvel character, or explain me like how are my posts, how do they differ from this political figure or Marvel character, or this person in history. And I guess the AI will go through your information and then compare it to quotes and things from these people and figure out how close you are to being that person. So I think that's kind of cool. I mean, it is just AI, so it just doesn't mean shit, but it's kind of cool. It tells you how close you are to actually being an Iron Man. And then in global events, beyond these stories like the Myanmar earthquake in March, damaging 1,000 buildings, and Gaza aid crisis in March 27th, they're trending due to their human impact, obviously, and crisis. So that's extremely sad. In entertainment shifts, Prince Harry's charity exit and bassist announcement also stirred fans, potentially spiking on X among niche audiences. So I thought that was pretty. Oh, that's pretty funny. This Korean K-pop band is causing so much dysfunction on social media right now. I mean, the people are getting up because this man misplaced his charger. He's the leader of a Korean pop band. He can go buy another charger. He lost his laptop charger and it went viral because fans were worried about how he was going to make his work and make his music come out if he doesn't have a charger for his laptop. I'm sure that man can go to any store, if not Amazon, if not send an aide to go to Walmart real quick to go pick him up a charger. I'm pretty sure he can afford that. I'm pretty sure on DoorDash now you can literally have anything dashed to you. Like anything. So that man's fine. He got a charger as soon as his plane landed. In the other news, we have earthquake. So we're gonna go into this a little bit. The man earthquake station. The event. It was a powerful 6.4 magnitude earthquake that struck Myanmar on March 28th. It's centered at about 18 kilometers south of Sagjing with shallow depth of 10 kilometers. A subsequent report from Al Jazeera on March 20th indicated that a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in central Myanmar, though this may reflect an earlier or revised assessment. With the impact, the quake killed at least 140 people and injured around 730. According to Myanmar's Haiyang military leaders, General Min Aung Hlaing, over 3,000 buildings were damaged, including 150 mosques and pagodas, with significant destruction in Mandalay, e.g., Soy Yen Monastery and Pai Dao, where government buildings collapsed. In Thailand, capital dozens were trapped under rubble. Myanmar sits on a seismically active ring of fire, making it prone to such events. The quake's intensity and damage was speculation about political fallout and rumor-driven nation. The poor nation is literally falling apart. It's having political problems, and meanwhile it sits on this giant ring of, basically they called it a ring of fire. It sits on this ring of fire. And the ring of fire just so happened to go off. Okay? And when that happens, a 7.7 magnitude, which they're now saying was actually a 6.1 magnitude earthquake, hits. And it damages a crap load of buildings. 3,000 buildings. 150 mosques. Okay, 150 mosques and pagodas. So places where people were worshiping, probably, that got struck by this earthquake, where they had those mosques and stuff fall apart. I mean, hopefully not, but a 6.1 earthquake, that's a pretty powerful earthquake. You just have to crawl up underneath whatever you can find and pray for the best, or get outside and go lay down in a ditch. Find somewhere where there's no trees and nothing that can hurt you. Sad. Then we also have, that's tied to that, we have the Tonga earthquake. It was a 6.1 magnitude earthquake that hit about 2 kilometers southeast of Pangai, Tonga, on March 30th at 15:04 GC, about 8:04 a.m. PDT. At the depth of 10 km. Its impact, no immediate reports of damage or casualties surfaced, likely due to its offshore location. So basically, because it's offshore and pretty far away from the other people in the other islands, there's not a lot of news coming from it yet. Saying a lot of people have been hurt. It's a possibility. It's also a possibility that buildings and things were damaged, but they don't really know because not a lot of the reporting has came out. So hopefully it's terrible. It doesn't sound like it was horrible. Then we have the Indian train derailment, which I mentioned earlier. On March 30th, in Bengaluru, a superfast express derailed in Odisha, India, with 11 coaches affected. One passenger died, several were injured. Seismic tie. While not explicitly confirmed, the timing aligns with the regional seismic activity, including a 3.5 earthquake. A 3.5 earthquake in Madhya Pradesh signal on March 26th. On March 26th, the depth of 10 kilometers. Authorities are investigating if the tremor contributed, so if the earthquake actually affected this train and why it derailed. So the train derailment, I hadn't heard very much of that or about that. It That's always like super crazy to me, to even hear about a train derailing or having that kind of issue. But it's fairly interesting. Now I'm gonna throw on a video real quick for you guys, and and I have to go grab the uh,
These are
charger.
some of the
So the computer.
creepiest examples of the Mandela effect. At number 1, we have the sun from Raisin Bran. This picture right here is not actually what the sun looks like. Actually, he does not have sunglasses. This definitely threw me off because growing up, I for sure thought that he had the sunglasses on, especially as a kid. That's just weird. And at number 2, we have Kit Kat. Now, this one doesn't affect me too much, but there's a lot of people out there who believe in this one. And it's whether or not there's a hyphen in the name. There is no hyphen, and I don't think I remember it having one, but I could definitely see where people are coming from. Number 3 is Woody from Toy Story, and this completely threw me for a loop, but just watch this.
There's a snake in my boots. There's a snake in my boots. In my boots. In my boots.
A small change, but Woody saying boots with an S instead of just boot? That does not sit right with me at all.
So yeah, that's been. Sorry guys, I had to grab the charger. That was the Mandela effect video. You can write down in the comments if you think Mandela effect is real. Some of them creep me out. Some of them are kind of funny, but the one that's always weirded me out is the Berenstain Bears, because I remember it as the Berenstain Bears. And if you go out and buy a book, review now, it's Berenstain. And that's not how I remember it. And I refuse to I refuse to believe that it's always been Berenstain. I refuse. I don't like it.
Damn. So for the second time in the world, the man has removed the Indian from his own land. Now, is this a Mandela effect or am I tripping? Was there or was there not always an Indian on Land O'Lakes? Remember sitting right there, right in that circle? That damn colonizers did it again. Took them off their own land.
Do you guys remember the Indian? Yeah, Julie, I love to read the books too. Do you remember the Indian on the Land O'Lakes butter? I do. I actually do remember a Indian on the Land O'Lakes butter. I might be insane, but I do actually remember an Indian on the Land of Lakes butter. But I could be wrong. So this is footage of the earthquake in Thailand, and these buildings are gonna die, and it gets pretty crazy. That's just extremely intense. Right. That's true. Could be that they just took it off and they thought it was Facebook. So that they're a little woke. That footage of the earthquake is absolutely insane. I don't know what I would do if I saw two buildings swaying back and forth like that. I I wouldn't know what to do. I would have to run. I would have to hide somewhere. I would be freaking out. I would be scared shitless for the people in those buildings. Oh my goodness.
3 high-tech cars that will be released by 2025. Number 3, Mercedes AVTR. This futuristic car features brain-computer interface technology, allowing you to control functions with your mind. Its graphene-based organic battery is 100% recyclable and charges fully in less than 15 minutes. The AVTR can move sideways by 30 degrees, mimicking a crab's movement. Inspired by the movie Avatar, it embodies a vision of harmony between man, machine, and nature. Price, $500,000. Number 2, Lexus LF30, electrified. It features a sleek aerodynamic design with gull-wing doors. The LF30 is equipped with advanced autonomous driving capabilities and a drone support vehicle for package deliveries. Its interior includes a futuristic cockpit with gesture controls and a panoramic glass roof. Price, $90,000. Number 1, Audi AI Me. This autonomous concept car is designed for urban environments, featuring a spacious and customizable interior. It uses advanced AI to learn and adapt to the driver's preferences. The AI Me has a unique exterior with large glass surfaces and LED lights that communicate with pedestrians. It also includes a VR headset for immersive entertainment during autonomous driving.
How long do you guys think it's going to be until they don't let people drive anymore? Till they tell you, no, the AI is good enough now that all cars are going to drive themselves because it's safer, and then nobody crashes. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. But I know it's going to happen eventually. Eventually, the government's going to revoke being able to drive, and it's going to be absolutely crazy. People are going to lose their shit because people love driving. If you're anything like me, you like driving, and you like going to wherever you can, just having a good time and driving around. That's just how it is. It's fun. It's fun to get behind the wheel of a car and drive a little fast sometimes. It's fun to go on road trips. It's fun to do all that. It's not going to be fun anymore if you get into the car and the car just straps you down, puts it out on you, and the car is like, okay, you just sit there and I'll take you wherever you need to go. Also, if it can take you wherever you need to go and you type there, what's stopping it from a hacker hacking into it and driving it at 90 miles per hour directly into a tree. Just gonna be honest, that shit scares me. Yeah, true, Julie. Yeah, the Uncle Ben's syrup or the Uncle Ben's rice and the Aunt Jemima syrup, yeah, they changed and they had all that stuff taken off because apparently it was racist. Um, and from I heard it on Joe Rogan. Which doesn't mean it's 100% real. Don't get me wrong. But I also researched it myself and found out that Aunt Jemima was a real person. So like she was actually a really good cook. And the fact that they removed her from the syrup bottle is actually kind of like a slap to the face. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of scary to think about being in a car that goes itself. Yeah, trust me, I know. I like the thought of being able to jump into a Tesla and being able to have the Tesla take me wherever. Like, actually just be like, okay, I don't want to drive now. I would rather just sit out, vape, or again read my book or do whatever, and just have the car take me wherever. I get how that's appealing, and I think that that would be like cool sometimes. But at the same time, like, what's stopping that car? Or not one controlling it. The AI is controlling it. What's stopping it from it making a mistake and going off a cliff? What's stopping it from making a mistake driving into the side of a bridge? What's it from stopping it from being hacked by like the different places? What's stopping it from the government down via? What's to stop it if like somebody doesn't like you? They find out your make and model of car, find the serial number your car has, they hack into your car's system, and they literally shut your car down and it's not drivable anymore. Because all those electric cars run off of chips. So people that don't think that those are going to be hackable and that people are going to be able to literally like steal your car out of your driveway and not even ever get into your car, like literally steal it from someone, find out your serial number, find out the make and model, look up that exact car, hack that car. If it's a self-driving car, literally type in in coordinates, turn on the vehicle, have the drive. You can have the vehicle drive it right to wherever. You can have it load itself onto a tow truck. Like, that's freaky. That's freaky to me. Like electric cars for that reason. But I know eventually the government's going to be like, it's freaking 2060. Nobody gets to drive anymore. Everybody has to have a car that drives itself. And I could see it happening. Like, we'll say stupid, like, it's safer this way. And nobody will ever speed. Nobody will ever get in car wrecks because AI have control. But that scares me too. I don't know. It's a freaky weird rabbit hole. Don't go down like electric cars. It's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
Many of you have jokingly claimed that birds are not real, but did you know that the CIA has recently declassified documents proving that over 2 out of every 10 birds in the sky is in fact an unmanned aerial drone designed to surveil the population and map us using Wi-Fi and Bluetooth inside of our phones? These declassified documents go on to claim that not only did the CIA continue its program after World War II, but the program sped up. Furthermore, the documents go on to claim that due to recent events, with consideration of the public's awareness of the program, that much of the funding has gone towards disinformation campaigns used to quell the social awakening to the CIA's unmanned aerial bird program. In conclusion, it is actually a fact that many birds are not real.
Do you guys remember back like in like 2000 and like probably like 2010, 2011? It was right either I was graduating high school or I was just leaving or I was like just getting into senior year. But there was a guy in college, like he was in a college somewhere. I think he was in like a college in like maybe Chicago, but he created the birds aren't real movement, and he literally sold t-shirts and had a website and literally said that birds weren't real, and like a whole bunch of people believed that birds weren't real. Do y'all remember that? Say yeah in the comments if you remember that. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that guy obviously came out and said he was lying. He did all that just to get like a ruse out of people and actually see how the people would react. It was like a social experiment for a college kid. Later on, these documents come out. These CIA documents are they come out. We find out that there are things called the pigeon cam and the hummingbird drone, and they have another one called oh my god, I think it's a robin, but it's like called Robin Red or Red Robin or something. It's something along those lines. Drone, and it's like a robin, so it's like an everyday bird, like you never suspect it to be a drone. And apparently they've had bird drones since like the early like 80s. Apparently, like that was a program thing that they've been working on forever, but nobody knew about it because that crap was classified. So the guy that made the birds aren't real movement, he knew before anybody else did. He freaking knew. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Even if he claims that he was just full of shit and he was making it all up, he knew. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm currently experiencing an earthquake on the 27th floor. I might die. Can you see this? Can you see this? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's the pool water coming down from the rooftop. That is what just happened. I'm putting on clothes. My family, I love you. I love you so much, okay? Can you see the pool water coming down? Holy shit!
How crazy do you
My
think
heart.
that would be to be in this situation? I don't even know what I would do. She says she was on the 20th floor. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I could do anything. I would like I'm not afraid of heights, but if an earthquake was happening and I was on the 27th floor, I might just call my mom and tell her I love her, because I don't think I'd be in a very good. I'd be panicking like nobody's business, and like I know like a lot of those big buildings though. Like the cool thing about a lot of those big buildings is when they're built that way, they account for earthquakes and they make those buildings to where they're supposed to sway. So if the seismic activity happens, the building will sway just in the right direction that the earthquake or whatever causing it will just make the building go like this repetitively, but the building won't fall. Places like Japan and China and really, really well with that kind of architecture. Like Asian countries are really, really good at keeping their buildings upright. So that's the good thing. Earthquakes are scary though.
Some people in Northern Europe were surprised when they found a very strange rock. I don't know what kind of stone it is, but its color is very similar to flesh and blood. Legend has it that it is the flesh of petrified giants. Because it was not suitable to exist in the New Age, God destroyed them, and they turned to stone. These rocks look nothing more than chunks of meat. Not only that, people also discovered rocks with strange shapes, such as human faces and bodies. The mountains look like human muscles. Do you believe there are giants turned to stone in the world?
So with this one, with the whole giant topic and the stones, I absolutely love it. So even if it's not real and it's just gemstone or Himalaya, like whatever, that's cool too. It's very pretty. But seeing these dudes cut open a rock and they're just being like blood colored supposed Himalayan with like layers that look like muscle, and it literally just looks like a big block of meat got shaved off something that was humongous. My mind kind of wanders and I go, maybe they are cutting into giants. Oh, you started listening to the giants. Julie, I love giants, and you messaged me earlier doing a podcast on this. I thought you may have either missed it or did it already done. So I'm willing to do another podcast on giants. Giants are an awesome like absolutely love it. So if we want to do another episode on giants, I'm more than willing to.
Some people in North
What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh. I'm so scared. What? God. God, Jesus Christ.
No, just no. I don't want to go through anything like that. I don't ever want to witness that, and I damn sure don't want to be on the top of a rooftop pool while an earthquake is happening and all the pool are sloshing around like that, flying everywhere, going in and out of the pool. No, thank you. Not doing it. God, it would really suck to accidentally be at the wrong time in that pool.
They was telling us that this is just a statue, y'all, but I beg to differ. Then we all know at one point in time, a lot of these Nephilim giants have been petrified, right? Y'all, the truth really be in plain sight, yo. Now, that's like, even if this wasn't that, let's just say even if this wasn't that, they still paying homage to some type of being, bro. Husky, though. Hold on, I zoomed in on the screenshot, y'all, so you can get the details. Look at his eyes, bro. It looked like he came out of the cave and something happened and he just got stuck like that, yo. Real rap. Then look at the how it's covered up behind right there. Things like that exist all across the world, y'all. Some faces be more visible than others. Look at this one. Y'all, the truth literally be in front of us, yo. Y'all, I'm getting back on the Pop Ball podcast this week, y'all. Make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications for the live, you feel me?
So with that video, there's something to it with the finding the giant sculptures absolutely everywhere. And there's really weird places. And some of these giants, some of the like in places like on top of mountains all look like giant people. Now is it Paradola or Paraladola? I'm probably saying that wrong. Paradola? I don't know. Either way, that's basically when brain sees something that it doesn't know what to make of, and it immediately assigns to, well, that looks like this, and your brain immediately goes, yes, that's what it has to be, and it immediately relates it to that. But look at some of these, they're obvious. They're like, how did somebody chisel and a hammer and hang down 40 feet and chisel that into the side, especially if they think it's like a couple 100 years old? Like, do you really think somebody did that? Maybe somebody did. I don't put it past somebody. I just think it's very weird. Maybe it's maybe it's somebody just going their way, making the craziest art possible on the side of a mountain, trying to catch people's attention, or maybe it's a frozen giant in the middle of time, and we're just being told it's an art thing, or a civilization from forever ago chiseled that into the side of the rock. Who knows? But it's very interesting either way.
A giant petrified crocodile. This cannot be denied. Incredible detail for us to see. Keep watching. The following images might just blow your mind. Could this be the eye of a giant? Do you remember being told stories as a kid about giants being turned to stone? You see it happen in movies too. Remember, they always hide the truth in those.
Like some of these photos, regardless of like what you think, like specifically, that's two elephants. In the crocodile, that looks like a petrified crocodile. They really do. And it's like a face on the rock. Did somebody chisel that in there? I don't know. It doesn't make very much sense to me. And then the agate and they're this too. They're very interesting. It's like, what do you think of this? Do you think that it's possible that these are petrified? Now that one is probably a picture. It's probably AI. That one I don't know. Maybe AI, maybe not.
Thanks for watching. Like, follow, and comment for more content like this.
I can't tell you if giants are real or not, but I can tell you there's a lot of weird shaped rock there. There's a lot of weird shaped things out in the world, and a lot of weird things that happen around the world, okay? And a lot of these cultures and a lot of these places all have stories about giant beings or giant things or giant animals. And back even in apparently things were a lot bigger because there was more oxygen on the earth. So we had things like gigantic lizards, okay? So let's stop there's some kind of gigantic humanoid at some point in time. I don't past anything. I really don't. Well, guys, I've reached the episode where I'm about to hit the last video. We've gone over news, the world. We hit some of these videos. We talked about things like giants. We talked about the quake. We talked about brain derailment. I think we had a pretty good night. we're going to shoot up this last video. I had a lot of fun. Earlier this evening, I did an interview for Wiccan Beliefs. I also then got onto the cast tonight and did a little mini episode because I had some other things that I wanted to talk about. And I get sleep. I don't sleep till about 2 o'clock every morning. So I had to get on and do something. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to say I've had a wonderful time hanging out with you guys tonight. Thank you to everybody that's listening, and let's hit up this video.
Earthquake alert. March 26, 2025. Hold on Oasis. Lots of 6 mag earthquakes on the map. Watch this. It's a volcano. Midwest is shaking.
Is this a coincidence or is this extreme seismic activity? Underwater volcano everywhere. This could be a thing. Really freaky to think about.
Be ready for
All
anything.
these earthquakes going on.
Thank you.
And looking at that, seeing all those earthquakes, seeing all those red dots where the earthquakes could be, it's really freaky to think about that many earthquakes going off at the same time. And we always hear things about the New Madrid and the San Andreas Fault, which ride basically through the United States, but the Madrid directly would affect me if it went off, and the San Andreas would affect California completely if it ever went off. So that's very interesting, extremely interesting stuff. Scary earthquake information. That's part of weather. It's part of news. He's talked about, and I hope the people on Mars rebuild. I hope that people can get some peace in their life after that devastation and destruction. Nobody deserves to have to go through that. But with that, guys, I'm in the cast tonight. Love all y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the Robert and Crew show tonight. Thank you if you watched the interview earlier. Really, there were giants in that book that I mentioned, and C.S. Lewis, The Witch in the Wardrobe. I read that book. Wonderful book. I've read most of C.S. Lewis's book. They do mention giants multiple times. Other books, specifically biblical books like the Bible, also mention giants. Got David and Goliath. You have other religions around the world that mention giants. Giants appear every culture around the world, and every mythological belief. Giants are there. Same thing with dragons. Just every culture has a story about dragons. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get off here tonight. Love all y'all. Thank you for tuning into the Robert and Crew show. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out, guys. Good night.
If you don't like boring news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.